How big they get the yash. Cause back then she they gave me like some food. I well, too far brought in the fire. I get the desire. Some place it up, wallahi my guy, no go for tire. Nabazuda, Nabazuda, Nabataguda, Nabataguda, Nabashiguda, Nabashiguda.
Hey, welcome back. So like I said, we're going to be this part, we're going to talk music production and the Ghanaian sound. So I have three big shots on my set right now. So I have Kuvie. Kuvie is a music producer. I have TwistedWavex, he's a music producer, and I have Nova. Like right now, if I were to be managing these gentlemen, I'll be super rich right now.
Wow.
So that should tell you the amount of wealth and wisdom and knowledge we have in the studio right now. Okay guys, welcome to GBC 24 officially and to the showbiz segment.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, so now let's you see me right now, I'm shaking small because I don't know what to ask you, because I know if I make a mistake, no, I'm going to be butchered.
Oh, relax.
Okay, let's
vibe with it.
Let's vibe.
Yeah,
okay, so let's talk about the general music scene in Ghana right now. My concern mostly, and from representing my company GBC, I'm going to talk about content, lyrical content. From where we stand and where I come from, I think a lot of music, like 80% of our music, is lyrically very porous. Would you agree with me or not?
Well, I'll say it depends on who you listen to.
But you see, because of social media and everything right now, sometimes you don't even get to choose the songs. You just hear certain songs you don't even want to hear.
Yeah, I mean, it's a game, and I think a lot of the listeners like easy music they can just vibe to and dance,
okay,
than to listen, because already they are stressed out, so they want something they can have fun with. That's why they don't really pay attention to lyrics. So most of the time, some artists want to like capitalize on that, so they tend to do easy songs.
Okay.
Lyrically.
Okay. What would you say to that?
Yeah, I think I totally agree with what my brother said. I mean, you know, Ghana is a very musical place, but I think we've kind of drifted because of I don't know what's happened. I don't know if it's a seasonal thing or something. It's all about dance. It's all about taking out stress, and we can actually do great music, like higher life music that you can like actually listen to and digest. But now it's like, you know, there's a lot of variations. Everyone wants to do their own thing. That is why it's like there's a whole lot of like different types of music out there, and it's not really, you know, very, very heavy.
Yeah.
When I talk in like musical terms, as in heavy, like content wise.
Okay.
You know, there are a whole lot of things that it's changed right now. And I think it's because it's a seasonal thing too.
Okay. Would you say the same? Would you agree to what you're saying?
I do, actually. And also I like to add that people like easy music, people like simple music and all that, but people are inclined to believe that you don't just keep the melodies simple, you also and keep the content simple, and to even to a point where it's very degrading and like a slap in the face, because they say they want simple melodies and all that. I mean, I must credit the artists that use simple melody and find a way to be lyrically inclined, like Simi, Quincy Arthur, Kim Promise. Kim Promise gave you Selfish over simple melodies and a formatted beat, but it packed a punch.
Okay, so when you say a formatted beat, to the lay person like me who doesn't know musical terms, what do you mean when you say a formatted beat?
A formatted beat, I would say like, let me just say, it follows a template. The dynamics may change here and there, but you know that you hear your
the ka in
there.
Okay.
But on top of that, Kill Beats laid perfect instrumentation, and Kim Promise laid like amazing lyrics and vocals on it. But people feel like, okay, once people want to stupid, okay, let me just go crass on them. I mean, for some people it's what they're used to, and it's their reality, and I can't fault them for that.
Okay.
But the ones who know better also water it down, making it seem like that's the representative sound, which isn't. Yeah.
Okay. So this is a really touchy part for me. What I'm about to say next.
Let's
It's
touch
fine.
on it.
This artist, Patapa.
Yeah.
Okay. So Patapa is he quote unquote he represents Ghana.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know whether I should, when I hear his songs, I don't know whether I should vibe to it. I don't know whether I should get angry. I don't know I should be happy for him because he's coming out. People like it.
Yeah.
So let's use Patapa as a case study.
Yeah.
Not to pick on him or anything. I just use him as a case study because we've had, his songs. I mean, his...
What I think about that is music. There are so many different types of music.
Okay.
And for instance, let's say movie.
Yes.
Somebody doing comic movies doesn't necessarily mean he's a bad actor or something.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah, you can do funny music. It's music. So far as the people like it, it's music.
Okay.
And you can do serious music. It depends. The listener will choose which to listen.
Which one to
But
listen to, so it's fine.
anyways, it's fine. But regardless, there is like, aside lyrical content and stuff, they are mixing and they are mastering that can go wrong. That one, when it's bad, it's bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, on your general views, if we had 5 musicians like Patapa who do the kind of music he does,
I mean, there's no problem with it.
so that's fine.
They are great lyrical musicians. They are comical musicians. It's fine. You choose what you want to listen
Okay, so
to.
this is a first. Great lyrical and then comical musicians. So
Yeah.
we should accept everybody as they are.
It's preference.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
you can pick and
And
choose.
I also think that sometimes when the music gets too serious,
Okay.
you can have all-round music just getting too serious. We are doing, certain chords. We are doing certain surface. Sometimes, and it's a global thing. We've had songs like of Gundam Style that didn't really make us. You feel me?
And we're dancing to it here.
You feel me? It didn't make any sense. You've had like certain weird songs. You'd be like, okay, but once the whole world understands that it's a global communication and it's to have a nice vibe to it, they all vibe to it. That's how sometimes on serious the music can be, but it's a serious thing as well. Because you're not trying to do it so like so
Put it out there and be so strict.
you can't be uptight.
I mean, there is Talugu, there is Bobobo, there is so many. There is hip hop, there is Afro, there is high life.
Dance hall.
There's dancehall. Dancehall like to capitalize on sexuality more of the time. So doesn't mean
A lot
it's
of violence.
it doesn't mean it's bad. That's what they want to vibe to. So you give them, and there are people who like serious music, lyrical content, and so that's how it is.
And even to add to that, right, he has clearly defined like the different types that the music represents. Patapa, for example, not to even
I
to
got lyrical and I got comical.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Patapa, for example, he represents a whole demographic that are used to his kind of lingo, that are used to his kind of speech and the way he writes. And if you even decode the song is code. The song is code, like very, very, very serious code. So for even that, I applaud with his code, because at the end of the day, those who know what it means, you understand.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't. I'm lost. What? Okay.
When
Take a part that he's coded and try and decode it for me. I'm lost.
I think what he's trying to say is that you should have various types of music for everyone. You feel me? Like you have to. That's the musician's job.
Okay.
Trust me, the normal market woman at Mokola right now can't be listening to someone like R. Kelly.
No, they won't even get to. Okay,
So like
make
different
music
strokes
for
for different
everybody.
folks.
Keep a balance and make sure everyone is
Okay.
satisfied.
Okay.
Yes, at the end of the day, it should be good music.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's come to this other debate that's everywhere about Ghanaian music and Nigerian music.
Okay.
You guys can tell me all about it. Okay, so what's the 411? Is it true that lyrically Nigerian music is better than Ghanaian music?
Nah.
Beat-wise,
Nah.
better?
I
Okay,
don't
so what's
think
the
so.
whole debate?
Alright, so I think let me just
Wait,
put this
let me say this lyrically.
Okay, talk it.
Do you like it if they call you tomatoes?
No.
Do you like it? If before you garden it?
No.
Okay, so that's my answer.
No, you haven't answered me.
I mean,
I think
the Nigerian music is always like tomato, my jollof rice, my this. I think Ghanaian music, can promise
Okay.
has a good lyrical content on his Afro beats. It's better than.
Forgetting Sibi and Adekunle.
Okay, wait. Okay,
Yeah,
Siri is good.
yes.
But most of it,
Brother today.
I mean,
but most of it, they are talking about tomatoes and jollof.
Are you just trying to be Nigerian right now because they're always?
I think that it's a different thing. Well, they've kind of like had a solution for their music and how they want to project it, and that's what's working, and that's what we Ghanaians have not discovered quite yet.
What is their solution for projecting their songs?
Yeah, I mean, just the simple basic things every day. You know, they are talking about tomatoes, which is quite relatable when you relate it with jollof. You know, that's what they know. So they always project that to the people, and the people are easily able to accept it. I wouldn't say that Nigerian music is better than Ghanaian. Of course not. This is where the music came from.
Yeah.
Higher life, the beats, the drums, everything is from Ghana. But I think we are just not, being able to capitalize on.
But is it true that we are stealing a lot of Nigerian beats too?
I think they are rather tapping into the Ghanaian sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they can agree to. They will agree to that. They know it. They say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
to add to that, the thing is that Nigerians are the kings of packaging. Right?
Yeah,
They
They
exactly.
know how to package, and they hustle hard. I mean, personally, I feel like most of it is fueled because they're obviously doing better, right? But they're not doing better because they're more talented than Ghanaians. Ghana has the talent, but I feel like they are hardworking and they hustle hard, and they package well.
So
And
their
market
packaging,
well.
Yeah,
their
they
packaging
market
probably has a little over
Yeah.
our music.
Yeah, and also their ethic. They feel what they do when they enter the studio. They are dedicated to getting it done. I feel like there's too much entitlement when it comes to that because the sauce there, Ghana get all the sauce, but
And also,
let's face it, Nigerians
Ghanaians don't like their own. But
Yes.
It's not even like they like their own, but they like the vision more than the personal beef that they will have.
Exactly.
They all know that they are heading towards representing Nigeria well. So somebody like I forgot the former ambassador for Hennessy, right? Can step down for Davido to climb up and it'll be okay. Somebody will give a recommendation. Oh, well, he's too known, but I actually like the guy, so
Okay, so
put him on.
Ghanaians, we have the pull him down attitude.
Yeah.
Okay, so that also adds to.
I think that very thing is everywhere, but I think the Nigerians have been able to manage this, knowing that okay, this is how far we want to reach because music as a background for every country. That's what has made America shine so much because they have the Jay-Z's, they have the Beyoncé's. You understand me? No one goes to America to look for any politician. Do you understand me?
Yeah.
It's the entertainers. It's the movie and the music.
Yes.
You understand me? And those lights have been shown on those things mostly in their part of the world. That's why they are very, very. You understand?
Okay, I get it.
Yeah.
So Nigerians have nothing over us.
No.
Source wise, but
Nothing.
in terms of what ethic and their solidarity,
Okay. Do you sing? Do you sing? Do
Nah.
you sing? Do you
Nah.
try to sing?
I'm a better writer than singer.
Okay, do you sing? Do
I
you
think
try
I can write.
Yeah.
You sing and you can write.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll come to that. You sing.
No, I write.
You write, but you can't sing. Okay, we'll take a break. We'll take a break and watch a video. When we come back, you get to the reason why I'm asking you if you can sing or not. Here's a break.
Everybody say Zagadat. When DJ be champagne, one stand two, everybody say
I said, wherever the party day, we step clean. Style on a hater, flexing at you. Put on for my kings and queens, my own, it's finally time for the greens. And come up here, new view, if it ain't money, we ain't cool. By the way, I like the henny with the colors. So I at the landlord, nowadays, whole city go crazy when I drop that fire. Oh, blowing up a nickel phone, I don't need that. Hey, you know I mean that. A boy focused in the motherfucking grind like a billionaire. I see money I bind out there when you know for me to be chillin'. Still ballin', worldwide with it. Still chillin' to be silly. I need a million. They can come in and you won't live. Only one shilling. Only one shilling.
Welcome back to the Days of GBC 24. So I'm speaking, my guests are Kuvie, music producer, TwistedWavex, music producer, and Nova, music producer. The video that just went was produced by Kuvie. So then again, Kuvie, I'm back to you. Before we went on break, you said you tried to sing, you can't sing. Well, choose one. You try to sing or you can't sing.
I can't sing.
You can't sing.
I can't.
Safe. Yeah, you can sing and you can rap. You sing and rap and you can write.
No.
Oh, you want to save your skin? I'm still gonna put all of you on the spot though.
I just do that to help my artist. That's all.
Yeah.
You sing to help your artist.
Yeah.
Maybe some melody.
You want to show him something. Yeah.
Okay. But then when you do it well.
Oh no, not like well, professional. But I try.
Okay. So you people.
That's coaching.
That's coaching.
Yeah.
So then say that you coach rather instead of their singing. Because that one they won't get it. So the three of you are part of a group, okay, that are moving the new generation of Ghanaian music, if I'm permitted to say that.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm very honored to have you in my studios.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's talk old school music on which on that's the foundation of which you people are here right now. You see, most of today, the two artists we had before you came on, they didn't know any of the songs. It's like, yeah,
we know plenty. We know plenty.
If you don't know it, you're in trouble. But I won't ask you. I won't embarrass you. Let's not forget about that. But what do you think about the new crop of artists shelving the old school music and saying, what do you think about it?
It's painful, actually. Very painful. Here's why. Let's use Joey B as an example. He keeps the culture alive. So with every song, you're tempted to Google where it came from, because his trademark is using songs from old. So that keeps the culture alive, and that keeps it relevant in a sense that people can go back to it and draw inspiration from it. My bass lines are old school. My kicks are old school. The only thing that changes is how I use the melody, or which modern influences are based over it. Yeah, but if we are going to shelve the old, are we going to look back 20, 30 years from now and have no culture to be preserved? Because already there's not enough work that has been done in documenting and making sure that the old musicians are archived. Outside is done, and everybody is well respected and well regarded and comfortable living, because they know that nobody will come and worry them because they've contributed greatly to the industry that they're in. But right now we can't even boast of that, and to add insult to injury, you actually want to forget them, shelve them even the more, when they have done such a great service of inspiring you to be the musician you are now.
I don't know if it's me, but I find it to be a very worrying trend.
Very.
It's
very.
They don't know any old school music. I don't know why this is so, but I find it worrying. Do you think, from where you guys stand and the fact that you guys are propelling a new generation of Ghanaian music, do you think we could do anything about it? What can we do to reverse the trend?
I think encouraging people to go back to their roots, accepting theirs, and loving what theirs. And moreover, if you're a musician and you don't know about your music history or a little, then I don't see the point you doing the music in the first place.
Okay, do you have something to add to that before we move on to our next point?
I think they've made their points much clearly, and I think also on a very very formal scale, the powers that be that control Ghana as a state should also understand that music is a very powerful background. It's not always about Greekness. It's not always about and music can project Ghana in the most the fastest way ever that we see it to be right now, because we have the likes of Sarkodie who have really projected Ghana in
Ghana's
different
image,
lights, you know, and it's something that we always want to downplay, and then most of our OGs, for these corporate events, they act like you don't need music for anything. But music is an everyday part of our life. As I'm speaking to you now, it's music.
Yeah.
It can be recorded by notes, and then it can.
Yeah.
So you understand. So it's a language for everyone, and when you're able to capitalize on that, you can make your economy very great. And because of our zone to the whole world knew Ghana in like a second. And right now, because of Afrobeats, Nigeria is on top of Africa.
Yes.
Okay, to add to his, Nigeria used to be known for fraud. But right now,
yes,
it's
because
Afro
of music, it's Afrobeat.
So they are changing the narrative about
it. So you feel me? Like invest more into the music.
Music is very
invest more
important.
into the arts. It's not always about the political issues. That's what
Yeah.
And
I don't think.
to add to that, the gatekeepers of the industry should do a better job.
Yes.
Because there's so much growth and development that could come. Like there's so much talent in Ghana, so much. Like if you go to SoundCloud right now, you hear music that's so refreshing, so
like,
you
blow
that blow your mind.
Yeah.
So imagine with the right packaging, imagine with the right representation. I mean, like even this December, you saw the influx of famous celebrities who are coming to Ghana to tap.
Yeah. So it was amazing.
It was amazing, but do we want that we can't even represent ourselves for somebody to represent our culture as theirs, package it well, and it's an established standard for them outside Ghana as opposed to here. So I think the gatekeepers and the powers that be should join forces and make sure that we are represented, the musicians are represented.
Because the music industry is a powerful one, I agree.
And also, I think in Ghana, we practically use music for everything here. But basic level education, high school, junior high, there's nothing like music education.
Okay. Points taken. Hopefully the powers that be are listening to us, are watching us, so they might take some pointers from there. Now let's talk the Ghanaian sound and music production. How do we identify that this is a Ghanaian sound? How do we make it?
The Ghanaian sound?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, you would hear it in a fuse of Higher Life. You know the melodies of Higher Life. When you hear Higher Life, you know it as a Ghanaian, naturally from your roots.
Yes.
Even if let's say you're one of those in the diaspora, you would know it. You know what High Life sounds like. It's a lifestyle in Ghana. It's connected to a whole lot of things. It's connected to kente. It's connected to a certain type of food. It's connected to a certain style of walking.
Ghana. Okay, cool. How do we keep it alive? Is it not dying? There are some songs. Is it not dying?
Well,
I think it was, but now we are reviving it.
How are we doing that?
For instance, take Kuvie's beat. Like every single beat you hear, it's a Ghanaian producer, and like it's been done well. And you will hear one or two elements that maybe this belongs to Balogo or this is from Bobobo in the beat. It won't be exactly like that, maybe, but you will see some key elements in them, and that's it.
I also think we should stop pigeonholing the sound, because there's some great fusion where hip hop meets local languages, like Guda, for example, and like you can hear the northern influence in it, from the choice of language to the choice of instrumental. So the thing is that we're a new era, like, although, and I'm not saying that to lose essence of keeping our foundations right, but also we are exposed to different kinds of music. But I think we'll be playing ourselves if we pigeonhole it to, he's rapping on a hip hop beat in his local language. It's not the Ghanaian sound. No, it is the Ghanaian sound because it's a Ghanaian language.
Can I explain something?
Okay.
Sound could be your voice. How exactly? So if the beat has something like somebody pounding fufu in it, it's a Ghanaian sound. And it's a Ghanaian music. So it doesn't necessarily has to be like it's sound. So it should be, maybe a tree falling down. It's a sound. So
as for the kakaka, is just the Ghanaian signature.
It's a type signature.
Okay, so maybe I needed to hear that. That is the Ghanaian signature to our music.
Yeah.
I mean, there are other signatures like But it's even based on the 5 notes.
I
It
mean,
goes on the
it's
5
it's the main thing. Yeah.
5 notes. I just hear 3. Ka, ka, ka.
No, but even before that, even before that, you can go that ka.
So it's still 5.
So it's still 5.
Okay.
So it's like
all right. Okay.
it's fitting.
I think I have to come and I've come and learn the basics.
Yeah,
I've come
so
and
like
learn the
it's something that we
basics.
can't escape. They are unavoidables. We shouldn't avoid them, but we should be more creative in how we spin them. We should be more,
if you want to send the Ghanaian sound, let's say outside, let's say playing the Afro, then maybe adding some few Mexican style to it, so that it will be easy if you are marketing it to the people in Mexico, or if you want to market it to the people in the US, you add a little bit of their element to make it a global,
make it more marketable.
Yeah.
Okay, you're making sense. Okay, so just like the musicians have the musica, okay, do we have an association for producers as well, or you fall under musica as well?
Yeah, we fall under musica, and also,
APAC.
well, we have APAC,
Well,
but
me, in fact, let me talk
Yes,
my
no,
team. In fact, well, that initiative had so much potential.
Yeah.
Me, this one day, I'm even going to put them on blast because
So
Uncle
much.
Uncle Panji held it down and did what he could do by uniting the producers.
Okay.
You understand? And maybe I have a part to play in it too. But I felt like you don't need an association to hold each other
make it
down.
work.
Like basically, you don't even label it as an association. Like me, I know I can call on Twisted for anything. I know I can call on Nova. I could even call it at midnight and be like, "Oh, there's a mix that I want you to look at." But IPAC is falling apart because of the lack of solidarity, egos, and people looking out for their personal interests instead of the collective interest. I got sick of it and I walked out because it wasn't furthering the agenda.
Exactly.
We're just getting together to make bands, do this, do that, but not like Nova is doing more on his own than and what I'm saying is not representative for any producer. Anybody can come for me for what I'm saying.
Yeah, but
the
these
point
are your
is, my point is, like, out of that association, I know more beneficial unions that have come out of the Lamem Gang is even even more of an association than IPAC is, because they are putting forward a culture that's inspiring the youth to get it. You understand? So I feel like the institutions are failing us. So it's now time for the youth to look past the institutions and actually be their own institutions. Like, get together, collaborate more often. Ground Up is doing an amazing job. Putting new artists at the forefront. Empower Africa is doing an amazing job. Putting forth African artists internationally even. But
then again, it boils down to our institutions. They fail us daily.
No, it doesn't boil down to them anymore. It boils down to us to make it work.
I think
and keep your solidarity.
they should set up and do something right. Because Gamro Musica is doing nothing to help. Nothing.
Well, most of the musicians I speak to here say they say there's no industry.
So I think it's wickedness, or they think let's say some of the old artists at Gamro Musica right now, maybe when they were young and they were artists, there were older musicians there spending their money. So now they are in position, so they feel like, okay, so this is also my time. I have to make money. When it's your turn, you come and make. Because if not so, I don't know why Obrafo went after 12 years of not having anything, and they gave him 120 Ghana cedi, which is disrespectful. How much do they pay?
Come on,
how much will you pay a Gamro receptionist for a month? And after 12 years, you give me 120. And music is actually bringing a lot to the country.
Yes, it is.
Because CDs, pen drives, they pay the government tax, and all
they
this.
Bring them inside. Yeah.
The shows
I think that because of all of these defects, right now, we as creatives, as producers, mix engineers, and whatever, as bodies, we have a certain prime target to hit the international market. And Ghana is too small for us. So sitting down, because me and Kuvie share the same ideology to reach out internationally to project Ghanaian sound on a larger scale. It's not here to come and play. You feel me? So I feel like if the institutions are not bodies put themselves in those positions to project our sound, we'll do that ourselves. And we can do it because now there's the power of social media.
Just move.
There's Instagram. There's a whole lot of things that
you can bypass all the protocol and just go out. Yeah.
Funny enough, if Gamro is not being effective and does not take a stand to be very effective enough, it would go in shambles very soon because anyone can put out their music and they'll receive what's due them directly when they understand the terms and conditions applied business-wise. You understand? Because
but regardless, they should do their work.
They should do their work because at the end of the day, our royalties are being collected by foreign agencies. What should it be so? Like, out of a comprehensive royalty collection system that's outside.
You feel me?
And by
that's the truth. I'm not even with Gamro. You feel me? And I don't believe any of us are even with Gamro.
I signed up. I gave up.
He's patriotic.
You feel me?
Well, I did inquiries though. I did inquiries. I wanted to go, but the terms and like how they wanted before you file for, you have to bring this, bring that, and they want you to bring show something that shows that they played your song on radio. And I don't listen to radio, so should I be by the radio recording my sound and wait till the radio jingle shows, then I can't play it to you so that you know my song is on radio? You should know because it's your work.
But I believe they do not have measures that check.
I mean, I think that they have.
If they don't have the measures, then why merit?
Why do you want people to join?
I mean, before a radio is set up in Ghana, it's mandatory for the radio station to log. And you people have the power to close a radio station down if they are not logging. So why then do you come on air and say they are not logging? You can just tell them close down.
I mean, we have more power than we imagine that we do, but we don't enforce it. Like it's
just be plenty talk.
Unfortunate. But then once as individuals we are able to market our stuff and get what is due us. Well, it's okay, but I think
it's necessary. It's not about, to me, it's not about me per se, but it has to be done so that the next generation coming, they'll also gain something from it, or it will be an easy ride for them.
Well,
I mean, in the next generation, it's going to be a generation of independent artists, independent creatives, because all of these bodies are not with effective measures to help or secure or put anyone in a safety position. You know. So
okay. So let me do a little marketing and a little. Assuming I'm an artist, okay, I'm fresh, brand new, like Miss J who just left, and I want to produce. I want a song. I've probably written it. When I come to you guys, do I have to bring you the lyrics? We have to. What processes do I have to go through?
You sing. You come along with the chorus if you have already written something.
Then we start along the ideas.
Then we work on it. You tell us what you want, the sound, the type of sound you want, being it Afro, hip hop, dancehall, and the vibe you want it to be.
Okay, and then you both just start mixing and putting.
Sometimes you just get the idea off of the chorus.
Okay. Do you have an idea how many songs you've written?
Nah.
What's your favorite one?
I mean, I can't just pick and choose. And when you say about writing music is not just lyrical. Making beats is writing music. So plenty.
Everything that you produced.
Okay. But on a scale of 100%, how difficult would you say, or easy would you say it is to put music together?
Well,
me, I sit here and I think it's very easy. I just hear the beat and it's nice.
Well, the thing is that when you're used to what you're doing for so long, it's clockwork.
It's easy, and it's also frustrating. Frustrating. Sometimes you want some idea and it's not coming. So, Charlie, it be hard.
So, how much would you charge? Would you charge me if I come?
You go fit pick you.
I can't pick you.
For just come with enough.
Before we wrap up, we just want to have an idea of how much it entails. So it'll be like, well, between 200 and 500 Ghana. Okay, so you see, that's what we have.
You have to pass that
500 Ghana for
extra zero.
It was like 5,000. So between 5,000.
2K to 5K. Yeah. I mean, there are artists that help because,
so
like, for me, I believe my strength is like being able to cultivate artists and being able to guide the new generation.
Okay.
Right? So that one out. Let me just put it this way: I would help an upcoming artist over a mainstream artist because the mainstream artist is much more established. But mainstream fees 2K to 5K.
Okay. And upcoming.
It's relative.
Sometimes I hear you even do it for free.
Sometimes, because at the end of the day, they are now burdened. Like I'd rather be part of the gang that's effecting change than trying to take from them because they are surviving. Basically.
I think as an upcoming Charlie, they don't have much that they're working with. Not enough resources. Not anyone, being the backbone of what they want to do. So the least you can do as a producer or a mix engineer is to just help out because sometimes they are very talented. And because you are also a very strict business person, you would have to break that shelf and just help them because
break even. But an established artist.
Hey, Charlie. Well, we have friends that we help.
No, assuming it's not friendship. I'm charging.
Oh yeah.
What's the range?
You have to pass a threshold.
Hey.
No, no compression.
It's either your streaming numbers are good or we charge you up front.
Okay, so you make a lot of money.
It's not really.
But it's all right. We are all surviving.
Systems are not working, so but
we are all surviving. And then you, an established artist.
Charlie, you have to pass the threshold.
But when you say the threshold, what's the threshold? It's a producer's code. I have to get there before. Kuvie, what is
your... You should bring enough.
Kuvie, what is your real name?
Nesta and Kuvie.
Nesta.
Nestor.
Okay, and Kuvie. So Kuvie. Okay, what's your real name?
Samuel Arthur Grant.
You see, we don't know your real name. Samuel Arthur Grant. And then you?
Michael Twisted Wave G3.
No, take that Twisted Wave out. Michael what?
Twisted Wave G3.
G3, so Michael G3. Let's take
Twisted Waves.
It's
my name. I don't know why people don't.
Number 9 representing.
That's fine.
Special like that.
You make good music. Thank you very much for passing through.
Thank you.
It's been an inspiring conversation and I learned a lot. So the next time we're going to move our crew and we're going to come into the studios and see how things work. Permission granted. Thank you very much. We've been speaking with music producers Kuvie, Twisted Waves, and Nova. We've been talking music production, the Ghanaian sound, and the general music industry as a whole. And I learned something today. It says music is made for two persons. I mean, it can be divided into two: the lyrical musicians and then comical musicians. So, today this is where beef ends. Thank you guys for staying tuned. From everybody here, we say thank you. Enjoy the rest of our programs. I cannot.
Bonipa or the Notiana Bonipa or Bonnie we in the Gina Honani Pegna winner. Tiwati Kaka crowd the front of Tiana Fewajina, we pedi adansa and Hodina Ranisika, the Pesica Daima, then Pete Kudama, the Pesica Yama, me women quag biaka, the Pesicam Pimpim, Yebeboson Tentem, Ibioso Chawa Yamashu, when he was Rabu Mwaju, the Pesica Pia, the Pesica Tiam, the Bisa, the Pesica Yama, the payer who sent me anemia, as some said, Nipa Bayabin and Swobe Jabako, Tia Mero, Yamamo, then Animo Dabako, Shagabay. So be nyamre wasasi so na wunya wu power sanfi ase di jedia so so ti mama me ahunya de me chege bia se japade me pani e bebu me so me fa wo sege wuku de sika chede ne mo fa me so de bia me ma chede sika fita e na ke me pet ne mo sika kokko sika pudo na mani da so nya de besa fodan sika mapa me hihya me wo abra me ti ase ohonya me che ne ya me che se dwete e hye wo hu awana montuo nyina fefe me hwehwe bi me piri me hia na kwankyerɛ me saka bia me dina manasu dwete